What's going on YouTube? Alan here with DustyHikers.com with another shoe review. So recently I purchased 5 shoes and I spent a month walking in these shoes, including this one right here. And I reviewed all of those shoes and then picked my top shoe for my summer hiking adventures in Italy this summer. All right, so this is the OUTline GTX from Salomon. I originally purchased the OUTline from Salomon, not the GTX version, so not the Gore-Tex version. But the shoe did not fit my foot, and so I had to go to the wide. And so these do fit now. I still don't love these shoes, but we're going to talk about that. All right, let's get into it. So first impressions, I think the shoes look awesome. I think the shoes look amazing. I really wanted those black. So I had the OUTline black ones, not the GTX version. And I just liked them. They had a red accent on them, and I thought they looked cool, and I thought this is something I could wear even to work, perhaps with a suit. You could get away with that. So when I had to return those, they didn't have my size anymore in the non-GTX version, so I wound up with these, which has Gore-Tex, which actually works out fine because I don't have any Gore-Tex shoes right now. Okay, so the uppers. The uppers are a mesh, right? So this hiking shoe has a lot of athletic shoe or kind of running shoe DNA or that sort of pedigree to it, right? It's a minimalist. This is the bare minimum that you need, right, in a hiking shoe to be able to hike on a trail. So it would be appropriate if you had a light backpack or just no backpack at all. So for like day hiking, which is what I'm going to be doing in Italy. On the mesh, they have this coating. I think it's probably a thermoplastic urethane coating that you can see here that covers part of the mesh, which is probably going to protect the mesh. I don't think that this solution, a lot of hiking shoes are doing this. I don't think it's going to stand up to a lot of abuse, but a shoe like this probably isn't going to last that long anyway. If you put lots of miles on these, you're going to find probably that the sole is going to wear out before anything else, and you're going to have to go and replace them. But you know, it's less than $150, and if the shoe works for you, then you're going to get a lot of mileage out of it, and it's going to be great. Okay, moving from the upper to the insole. The insoles are fine, they're adequate. Against the other 5 shoes that I tested, I didn't find these to be particularly comfortable. They're stiffer than the midsole of the Danner Trail 2650 Campo, for example. These shoes aren't super comfortable. As you can tell, I don't love these shoes. I think that, you know, they're going to work, but I found of the 5 that I tested, there's better shoes out there. So that's the midsole. It's underwhelming, I guess. The outsole, so underneath the shoe, they have this technology they call Contagrip. I think it's written here as well, Contagrip on the heel. I tested the 5 shoes for slippage. I was holding onto a suspension strap in my garage, and I'd slowly move my feet forward until they started to slip, and then I kind of ranked them against each other, and these performed worse than all the other shoes. This compound, whatever they use for this, is not super grippy. You can even feel it if you just rub your hand on it. The Mega Grip from Vibram, which is on the Danner 2650s, is way grippier. And so these slipped a lot more than the other shoes. Again, that was on concrete. It's not like you're going to be hiking on concrete, but I think it is indicative of the stickiness or the grip of this compound. If you're interested in buying a low hiker for like summer hiking that's you know, going to be great for day hiking or light backpacking, go check out the video that I did where I reviewed all 5 of these, where I reviewed 5 very popular hiking shoes, and so that you can know which shoe might be best for you from that video. I also have a link in the description for where you can go purchase this shoe. It doesn't cost you any money, but if you use that link, I'll get a couple dollars, and then I can buy more shoes and do more reviews, just like this one. Protection. One of the really important things, especially with a hiking shoe, is protection, because when you move from a boot to a hiking shoe, you have less protection. There's just less material between your foot and the trail, right? And so different companies come up with different ways of doing this. I don't think, and if I'm wrong, go tell me in the comments, but I don't think this has like a trail guard thing. Like Danner has this thing called trail guard. So they put a hard plastic plate sort of between the outsole and the midsole, which protects your foot from sharp objects like rocks and things like that. When I tested these against the 4 other shoes for protection underfoot, they performed the worst. And I think that was just a design decision that Salomon made for these. But I think, you know, if you're going to go hiking on a trail that's got a lot of rocks, these shoes, your feet are going to feel that more than other options. Again, go check out my video where I review 5 different hiking shoes. Fit. Okay, I talked about this a little bit already, but these shoes run narrow. They run very narrow. Again, I do not have a narrow foot, but I could not wear the Salomon OUTline, the black ones that I had before. I couldn't wear those. They just hurt my foot too much. And it was the same problem I had with the Danner Trail 2650. It's this geometry right here where on the outside of your foot, it cuts in a little bit like it does on the inside. My foot doesn't like that. And so if the shoe's not wide enough, you know, the outside of my foot's pushing on this hard plastic here and it just hurts after a while. So this is actually the wide version. These fit really, really well now in the wide version. So if you don't have a very narrow foot and you don't buy the wide version, I would expect that this shoe might not work for you. So be prepared if you buy these online that you're going to have to maybe send them back and get the wide version. So that's how they fit. They are true to size, so I wear a size 12 and these fit perfectly in length. Break-in. There's really no break-in in these. These are shoes, you know, and this is one nice thing going from boots to hiking shoes is that you can take these out of the box and go walking, which is what I did, and have 0 problems. There's no break-in, right? The shoes practically fold in half, so you're not going to have an issue with you know, blisters straight out of the box unless you did a 20-mile walk on your first day, in which case you'd probably get blisters anyway. All right, that's my review of the Salomon OUTline GTX. I think they're beautiful. They're just not my favorite shoe, and I think a lot of people are going to like these shoes. Don't get me wrong. It's just I chose a different shoe. Go check out my video to see which shoe I chose. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I know you're famous, and I know a lot of people are interested in being with you. It's just not the way I feel. I'm sorry. It just, you know, we tried for a month and it just didn't work. And I wish you all the best. And I think that you're going to have a great career. It's just not going to be part of my life. Thank you.